All right, let's do this. What's up, guys? Dave here, and I'm making a new format. This is going to be a daily video / podcast. So my goal is to put the audio version up on Spotify on my podcast and to have the video version on YouTube so you can watch, because some people like video better than audio, and sometimes I'm going to put things up that you're going to want to see, like cards and whatnot. For this first video, though, I am going to just talk about nothing that's super visual. So don't worry if you are hearing this or seeing this for the first time. You don't have to be on the YouTube, but definitely want you on the YouTube. So let me see here. Looks like we're locked and loaded. I have been open here in the shop. For those of you that haven't been following, I've been open since February. So February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So this will be month 7 at the end of this month. And ups and downs, your cliche, business owner would say that. So we've had ups and downs, good times, bad times, ugly, weird times. When you have folks coming in the shop, it can be educational, because you're working with just people off the street and they want to buy stuff. It's a retail store. I have a lot of experience in retail. When I was young, probably too young to work. I got to take this Apple Watch off. Too many notifications. It's great for walking around, but man, is it distracting. And I have an event today, so everybody's group texting. Got a little distracted there. Okay. But I've had a lot of retail experience, and so it's like kicking in, because I did retail from probably too young of an age, working at my dad's shop in the Old Port here in Portland, Maine, at Shipwreck. Shout out to Shipwreck, with my brother, who now runs the entire family operation. So shout out to Ryan one time. And I guess it was inevitable that after I went to college and did my film studies, got my degree in film and media, and then basically made movies for 16 years. It's coming full circle that I'm back in Maine, and I'm back doing retail. It's like you try to get out and they pull you back in. And with this one, I kind of pulled myself back in. Sorry, I'm still getting adjusted here. I have a new setup in the back of the shop so I can see people. There we go. And this was a venture that I started with my dad because my brother said, hey, got this building. We're in a brand new building that we own, group ownership, family ownership. So think of a tenant or think of a business you could put in here. And that is how we got to have Double Play. So we've got Double Play collectibles. I've got my cool neon sign in the background. So if you are watching video, you can see that. Audio, you're just going to have to go over to YouTube and watch so you can see the logo. It's cut off a little bit. Change the camera angle next time. So 7 months, and I feel like I've learned so much that this is going to be a good outlet for me to rant a little bit, to kind of complain, if you will, to my YouTube audience, to my podcast audience, so I don't complain so much to my general manager, Tim, and my brother and my dad and people close to me. So it's a good outlet, I think, for that. And I gotta move this thing closer. My headphones they don't quite reach. Okay, that'll have to do for now. Get different headphones next time. But this is gonna be my chance to kind of think out loud, work through problems that I've been having, and turn that up. There we go. And then I tend to learn a lot when I teach. I think the teacher always learns the most. So as I kind of speak these things into existence or talk through a problem, it's going to be beneficial to me. And hopefully in the process, it's also beneficial to you, the viewer and the listener. And with that, with 7 whole months of owning, this is my 8th business. I've got a lot of things to talk about. And let's kind of start. So I guess if I had to say, that was kind of my reflection for today, is I've been back on the 75 hard challenge, and I'm doing it with Tom, one of my buddies who's also part-time here in the shop. And every time I do 75 hard, I like to start with the book, The 5 a.m. Club, the audio book. If you don't know about that, it's by Robin Sharma. Highly recommend this book. It's a good book. You should go and listen to it. Every time I re-listen to it, I pick up new things. That's what I like about revisiting books. So I pick up new stuff. And from the hours of 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., yep, I'm up at 5 every day. Now I'm being a little more diligent, intentional with my 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. hour, sometimes 6:30. It's not perfect. And what I do with that, and there's a 20-20-20 rule. It's 20-20-20, 3 20s. So 20 minutes, 3 times, breaking up that first hour. And I remember it like manager, like MGR. You're going to move, you're going to grow, and you're going to reflect. So 20 minutes first thing in the morning, rigorous activity, or a walk, jog, run, sweat, right? Got to sweat. You're going to grow. You're going to carve out some time to read, listen to an audiobook. That's why 75 hard is perfect, because right now in the first hour, like part of my walk, run, jog is listen to an audiobook. So I knock out 2 things. And then the R, the reflection. You're going to want to reflect on the day. What do you have coming up? What did you learn from yesterday? What could you do better? That kind of stuff. So 20-20-20. Anyway, listen to the book. You're going to get more out of it than me explaining it to you. So if you have an Audible account, do that. Download the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. The voice acting, the voiceover, if you're like me, it's a little bit corny at first, but honestly, it's really well done. Once you can get over that hump of realizing like this one person's doing all the voices, it's actually good. I actually like it now. It just took a little bit of me being like, yeah, this isn't what I'm used to, but hey, you can't be cynical all day long. It's very positive. So 5 a.m. Club, highly recommend. That is now my new path here. So I'm doing the 75 hard, and it's a lot of water. If you want to learn about that, Andy Frisella, look him up. He's the first person that introduced me to the 5 a.m. Club, watching his content. So I've done it 4 times. This is my 5th time doing 75 hard. Yeah, this is my 5th time, so check that out. Some headlines, some hobby stuff, because this is going to be about sports card world, sports card hobby, running a business. A couple headlines. That triple auto, Durant, Curry, LeBron, the bounty is upped to $500,000. Now, the stipulation with the new upping of the bounty is there can be no smudges on the autos. They got to be perfect. But as long as they're good, this shop will pay you $500,000 for this card. The print run I saw was over $500,000, so like 588,000 Tops Now cards have been printed. One of those is this 1-of-1 triple auto. There's also a 1-of-1 that's not autoed, but that would be cool to get too. You've also got Ken Golden in the mix, who last I checked had like $150K bounty that you keep, plus gonna run it at auction, so you get whatever percentage they do for auctions. And then Jeff Wilson, he's at like $250,000, and he's gonna run it at auction. So a lot of money for cardboard. There's so many days when I wake up and I just don't understand it, and I don't think I'll ever fully understand why people buy this stuff. But I guess it's to collect, like anything. When I was a kid, I liked the Celtics, anything Michael Jordan, Red Sox. Didn't really collect the Patriots or the Bruins. I kind of watched them, but I mean, Red Sox and Celtics was my life. And here we are in a card shop, still kind of my life. And I just liked what I liked. Now that I'm grown up, I'm 38. I look at my collection when I was opening the shop. I didn't have a ton of stuff that was really valuable. And I guess, we never had the money that kids I see spend now to spend on cards. I would go to the flea market with my dad, and I'd buy some like Fleer 90. That was the first pack I ever bought. And that was fun. Those wax packs were super fun to rip. And I got the Jordan, the the 1990 Fleer Jordan where he's, doing the dunk down the lane. And I think I still own that card, that first one I ever pulled, the first Jordan. So that's fun for me. And I'm having to remind myself that I can't consider myself as all the customers. The customers are different. I got to watch them and learn from them. I have always come from, I guess it was a scarcity mindset when I was buying things that weren't like food or books and stuff for school, because my dad was running a business when I was a kid. And so I recognized that he doesn't have all this extra money to just buy things. We had plenty. Look, we had what we needed, but it wasn't like, hey, you can go spend $100 at the hobby shop. Like, that never, ever happened. I think the most money I spent at a hobby shop when I was a kid was like $40, and that was a lot. Nowadays, one blaster box, like the Chrome, is $40. It's kind of wild to see. So I'm always keeping that in mind when people come in trying to have prices that are, $2 to $2,000 and everything in between. And some people, they just like ripping the old wax. It's fun for them. So I want to make it fun. I want the experience in here to be fun. My buddy Matt said, to kind of wrap up on this triple auto, he said he bought a couple Tops Now boxes, indoor packs. I'm not sure. I've actually never bought any Tops Now. I've bought like singles and collections. I bought some Wemby's from somebody the other day, but to be honest, I don't know what it looks like. But he said he will, when he gets them, because they're mad delayed, he'll bring them in here and he will rip them on camera. And if he pulls it in the shop, hey, just our luck. We get the branding in the video. And maybe he'll even split some with me. I don't know. That's a lot of money. The publicity for me couldn't be better. So that would be cool. But to be totally transparent, somebody goes and does an internet search. Matt did not buy the Tops Now from me. He's just one of my good friends, and he's going to open them in the shop. Let's see. What's another thing to dive into? A lot of events this summer. I think they're really good for outreach. I don't try to, as a shop, make them into like full-on capitalist opportunities. We did Summerfest here in Scarborough with the town. That was a great event and just a great value. Like the best money I could spend to get to connect with the community. I think I got like 100 emails and/or phone numbers on our giveaway sign-up list. We did like 6 giveaways. We even made $300 in cash on just boxes of cards, packs, Pokemon, this and that. So that was pretty cool. I think just I'm a little evented out. I have one today. I'm going to the Sea Dogs with my buddy Chris and his son Carter, who I met like the second or third day I was open. I had 2 cases in here, like nothing up, and they did a trade with me, traded me a bunch of cards for a LeBron rookie, because Carter never had a LeBron rookie. He's 7. I mean, this kid's 7. He's pretty sharp. His dad's really sharp too. And so they're doing the collecting, and this is, my first interaction. It was just great interaction. Carter and I got along really well. Same with him and his dad. And I had just purchased a big collection from Florida. And so there's all these cards out. We did the trade for the LeBron. Anyway, fast forward, we'd become friends like instantly. And today I'm going to go and set up for a couple hours at his trade day at Hadlock Field with the Sea Dogs. And for me as a brand, I got to think, even if I don't make any money today, I bet I'll probably make $100 or $200 just selling like merch. Got to have merch if you're a shop. Because brand yourself. Why not? It's going to be just an awesome content gathering opportunity. And that's how I see almost every event. Or if somebody does our mystery box in the store, or somebody pulls a cool card, I want to get a picture with them or get a picture of them. And I want to continue to create this buzz that Double Play, the shop, this is the place to be. This is where we have fun. We open cards. We treat people fair. They have an excellent experience. I have a lounge with an 86-inch TV. I set it up so you could come and hang out and spend time. Look at the value tables. But yeah, events-wise, I'm a little tired. I did a wiffle ball tournament. I did even a couple of trade nights. Just even I think I've done like 5 or 6. So probably 7. So no, more. It's got to be more than that. Then I've done my own kids trade nights every month. So I've probably done 15 or 16 events just being open for almost 7 months. And I've been here basically 7 days a week. A couple days I wasn't here the whole day, but because I was out doing something else. And Tim has basically been here, my general manager, the same. Like if one of us is always here, that's how it's been. And recently I just was able to give him Saturday off, even though today he is here covering. I think he's going to take another day off and do golf or something. And that's been important too. And so I guess like the third thing is that I saw this Gary Vee clip that I've seen before, but it was just reposted. And he was talking about, how to be a good leader is that you 100% always have to invest in your people. You have to care more about them than they do about your business. They'll never care as much as you could about something you own. That's just a fact. They'll get really close. They can get, unless they have equity. Then if they had equity, then you're almost there. But, I created this logo from scratch. I designed it. It's printed. I came up with the concept for the shop, that we would be online on eBay and we would exist in real life and be profitable. So I own almost every single aspect of this business. So I take accountability. Like if we do something good, I get to take credit. If something goes wrong, I have to take responsibility and I have to take the blame. Even if I wasn't the person that directly did that, I still allowed the decisions to happen. So yeah, the Gary Vee quote though was talking about how you have to not invest in people, but you have to be not accountable. That wasn't it. He was just, you have to put your people's emotions, needs, wants, desires before you. That's what it was. You work for them. They don't work for you. Tim doesn't work for me. I work for Tim. I get that sounds a little backwards, but I own the business. But in order for the business to run, I need to make sure that he, Tim, Tom, Jack, my intern, they're all good and taken care of, and they want to be here. And that was the biggest blessing is they've told me, and they tell me over and over, I like being here. I enjoy coming to work. I like doing this. That's how you create good culture at your business, is you get your employees and your contractors and your interns to want to be there. And you do that by investing in their life and listening to them and finding out what drives them. Is it money? That's part of it. But is it fulfillment? Is it they like what they do? They enjoy being around the cards and the collectibles and the clothing. So getting to that is how you will become a good leader and how your business will grow, is you realize that you really work for your employees and contractors. So to wrap things up today, I have a cool item that I didn't know about, and I kept one of these. So I did this house clean out about 45 minutes north of here, and wonderful woman. Unfortunately, her husband passed away about 4 years ago, and he had been the biggest baseball collector, everything baseball. Everything from 88 Topps, the non-valuable stuff, to 56 Topps, Mickey Mantle, Roberto Clemente, Hank Aaron. And then there was these toys that I didn't know a lot about. And this one that I kept is the Pedro. Printed Danbury mint. This one had his All-Star Game patch. And it's a nice wood base. And these things are going for $150 to $250 online. I had no idea. I like the Pedro one, of course. If somebody really loved it more than me, I would sell it to them. But these, I didn't even realize, and for scale, you can see my hand is about the height of this thing standing. I didn't even know these existed. So Danbury mint, if you ever see those toys out there, I guess they're not toys, they're statue figurines. Those are pretty cool. I didn't know they were worth so much money, because then there was also boxes and boxes and tubs of those starting lineup figures from the late 80s, early 90s. There's one or two of those that's valuable, but for the most part, they're they're not super duper valuable. So again, there was a lot of cool stuff. There was also these porcelain or ceramic porcelain cards. So this is the mantle, right? This is cool. It's based on the 52 Topps mantle. So the real card is worth tons of money. I think the highest sold one was the 12.6 million, but this is a cool example, reprint 92 of that 52 card. And this was in there, and this was cool. I just displayed at my desk. It's probably worth $20. I put it in a one touch. It looks nice. So those were things I didn't know existed either. Put that back. So be on the lookout. Ceramic porcelain cards that look like 52. There's a whole set I think you can get. There's a set of everything. There's reprints of that 52 and 53 set. Usually it's called archives. And then the Danbury Mint baseball figurines, they're like $250. I have a Clemente I'm looking at off screen, Willie Mays, Stan Musial, a lot of cool stuff. So those are, I'm going to call that segment like the daily dig. So I'm going to dig through my stuff and just tell a cool story, a unique story, and see what you guys think. If you want to learn more about that buy, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube. I will be posting a longer vlog. I'm hopefully going to sit down with the woman who sold me the collection, and maybe we'll just talk about her husband and all the stuff in there and the meaning behind it. Because I think with all these items, it's the nostalgia, right? The stories. The reason we collect stuff is because there's a story behind it, and it's really interesting to me what people collect and why. And a final thought here is one of my dad's buddies came in, and he has the biggest Moxie collection, I think, maybe in the world. And if you don't know what Moxie is, it's a soda. It's a Maine-based soda. Kind of tastes like cough syrup and carbonation. It's not for everybody. I'm not a huge fan. I don't seek it out. But this guy, he comes in and he looks at postcards for any signage of Moxie. Now, if it's obvious that Moxie promo, he'll want it, or he might already have it. But then he's got postcards like this where you can't really see what's in the background. But if you take a magnifying glass and look closer, sometimes you can see Moxie promotion and signage in the windows, and he'll buy those. And like that postcard, this postcard's like $80. I know. It's unmarked, but unposted. Moxie. Look, people collect everything, and so that doesn't mean everything's valuable, but people do collect everything. So we're just over 20 minutes there. I think that seems like a good amount of time for this daily show. 20 minutes before I open. I got 15, 16 minutes before opening here at the shop, in the back of the shop. If you guys want to come see me, I am 370 Route 1 in Scarborough, Maine, right across from Land Rover. I'm looking at it right now. They got these Land Rovers on the front lawn, and maybe I'll buy one. Who knows? Not anytime soon. You can come see me. You can check out our website, doubleplayco.com, if you want to buy stuff. I have merch available, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. Try to get a link in here on the YouTube and in the podcast area. And, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment. What are some other things I could talk about? All things sports, business, sports card, hobby related. Hopefully going to have some big changes coming soon in some of the products I get. Crossing my fingers. I'm jumping through the hoops. That's what you got to do. I mean, I'm only 7 months in, but I think I'm making a lot of progress. And with that, I'm going to get to work. Coffee's running kind of low here. So big event today, the Sea Dogs. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow, because I'm going to stick to this every day. And it's just one long video, no cuts. Unless, I swear or something. I'm going to try not to, but you never know. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.